supersonic flight, gotta keep it going. Sonic boom, sonic boom, sonic boom, keeps you running faster. Sonic boom, sonic boom, save the planet from disaster. Sonic boom, sonic boom, spinning through a world in motion. Sonic boom, sonic boom. If you're strong, you can fly, you can reach the other side of the rainbow. It's alright, take a chance, 'cause there is no circumstance that you can't handle. When you use your mind, sonic boom, sonic boom, sonic boom, keeps you running faster. Sonic boom, sonic boom, save the planet from disaster. To the dark, to the light, it's a supersonic flight, gotta keep it going. Sonic boom, sonic boom, sonic boom, keeps you running faster. Sonic boom, sonic boom, save the planet from disaster. Sonic boom, sonic boom, spinning through a world in motion. Sonic boom, sonic boom.
Well, here we are. Hello. I managed to get Roblox working on my PC, and I was greeted with the sight of this little chap. Hello. Also, Michaela Hermosa, thank you very much for becoming a member. That's awesome. It's very kind of you. Excuse me. Oh, whoops. Oh, my fucking camera. Bloody webcam, governor. Ah yes, the focus is at 250%. Well, that's funny because it looks like shit. Your camera is at... Oh, I don't know what happened to my throat then, but look now, I felt my voice break. Yeah, so that your camera is at 200% focus, and yet you actually look like shit. How are we all doing? Have you played Resident Evil 9? Yeah, working my way through it. Look at Puffer. You canny beat me. I am faster than you. Fucking love this game. I can run around as a giant pufferfish. Like, this game's awesome. Spin dash, motherfuckers. Yeah, Resident Evil 9's pretty awesome. I've only died twice, which I think is quite an achievement for me because I'm not very good at Resident Evil games. Giant pufferfish. Become a ball. Roll. Yeah, we'll just chill a little bit, wait for some people to get in. Yeah, how's everyone doing? I love the fact that this game is like actually canon. Like, such a silly game, but they were like, yeah, let's make it canon. Why not? Come here, humans. Also, this song's pretty awesome. Spin! Puffer's like a bowling ball. I feel like I should play more Roblox, but then again, like... Then again, I know that Roblox has like a shit reputation, and deservedly so, to be honest, because they kind of brought it on themselves. But yes. Puffer. Puffer life. Spinning through a disaster. Spinning through world in motion. Yeah, I get it. I've seen some of the memes, yeah. What do you think of Shadow Gen's OST? I'm gonna be honest with you, I haven't played Shadow Gens in like a year and a half, so... I don't know. I was gonna say, if Chicken was here, she'd quite like the whole Roblox with Puffer. I think what's awesome is that, like... Well, no, it's not really awesome, but it's like, it's awesome that you can play as a giant pufferfish, but it sucks that you can't play as the giant pufferfish in, like, every Roblox game. Puffer! I am built like a blimp. Anyway, I think we've played enough of this for now. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Sonic booms up, trouble keeps you running faster. Spinning through one disaster. Spinning through a world in motion. Sonic boom. Right, let's get everything working. Not gonna lie, this matchup's kind of annoying. Alright, we'll do a Sky's theme in the background. But yeah, of any matchup, like, I think this is probably, like, I don't know. I like this matchup, but I just wish that it didn't come at the cost of one of my... I mean, I don't even know if he was a friend, but it's like, just the whole, like... I'm gonna go through this together with you guys, just to make sure that I'm not an idiot. Because it's like, I'm genuinely convinced that he deleted my comment. We're gonna go through this. Hang on. Yeah, he literally did. It's like, it's so annoying, because it's like, I literally called him out, Goji Chronics. It's like, I think that this was an incredibly low effort attempt at breaking down this matchup. Considering that he has, like, his subscriber count is like 300% of mine, but it feels as though he put 1% effort in with this short. It's like, let's watch it together. Hang on.
Kennedy is even close. Here's why. We're going to be using Isaac Clarke and the remake exclusive like feats from Leon Kennedy, all to make this a little bit more fair. Because yeah, Leon would beat the brakes off of Isaac Clarke, I'm not gonna lie. And to explain this, we're gonna have to talk about the durability and feats of these characters. Firstly, Isaac Clarke gets into those building plus to even large building level ranges. He's just survived so much things, and on top of that, he's proven to be able to survive detonations of his time bomb, which has large building level calculations. But compared to remake Leon, who's able to take on threats that have multi-city block level calculations casually at that, and there's also considering the fact that Leon scales to Jill, who's able to outpace freaking rocket launchers in this continuity. And it seems abundantly clear that Leon has a whole bunch of advantages stats-wise, and that's ignoring most of the games. Like, this is literally only remake scaling. But if you want to see a more
yeah, so this was an incredibly low effort take. Not only that, but it was also a very lazy, to be honest. Like, the scaling for Isaac and Leon as well was just awful. It's like, I'm genuinely like, well, it's like I lost a lot of respect for the guy based off that, but it's like the way he handled the situation, 'cause it's like, apparently when I was calling him out for this and I wanted him to improve, apparently I was just insulting him, and then he rage quit my Discord server. It's like how freaking fragile's your ego if you can't handle criticism. But anyway, let's actually get to the point of this video. Isaac Clarke versus Leon Kennedy. I figured this would be a pretty interesting video from like a non-power scaling perspective. Just a little bit of nice entertainment for us to watch.
The space engineer that can adapt to almost any situation, and Leon Kennedy, considered to be one of, if not the best fighter that the Resident Evil universe has to offer. I was reminded of this matchup not too long ago on Twitter when I saw people discussing who the strongest survival horror protagonist is, and this is the matchup that it usually comes down to. So I thought, hey, maybe I'll make a video on it, and here we are. So this video is going to answer the question, who would win in a 1v1, Isaac or Leon? I'll start by breaking each character.
I mean, if chat, I'm gonna be completely honest. I do believe that Isaac Clarke does bully Leon. Like, Isaac debatably no diffs the Resident Evil verse, especially if you composite both characters. It's like, composite like Isaac, it's not even remotely close. Who's Isaac? He's the main protagonist from the Dead Space games. He's like a cross between Chris Redfield and Shepard from Mass Effect. if that helps.
Down individually, and then at the end of the video, we'll talk about how the fight would likely go under different circumstances. We'll go over stuff like speed, attack potency, durability, standard equipment, all of that stuff.
Oh, he is talking about AP. Maybe he is a power scaler. Let's have a cheeky little look at his channel. Oh, I'm a complete idiot then. I genuinely didn't think he was a power scaler, but evidently he is. Sweet. Pretty nice looking thumbnails as well, I gotta be honest.
Hey, maybe I'll make a video on it. Interesting matchups that haven't already been covered to death by everyone else. So if you guys have any recommendations, feel free to leave them in the comments down below for me. But with all of that out of the way,
I haven't played Dead Space in a hot minute.
Let's go ahead and start talking about our boy, Isaac.
Isaac, no! This is a really bad idea.
I'll stick around. I'm full of bad ideas.
Starting off with Isaac's standard equipment, the most important
Also, he's a bit of a smartass. Stick around, I'm full of bad ideas.
thing that he has is, of course, his signature suit. Now, throughout the games, he has a massive amount of different suits that you can buy or unlock, and of course all of them have varying stats and levels of protection that it gives Isaac. However, in function and lore, they all pretty much serve the same purposes. They give Isaac protection from things like extreme heat, extreme cold, the vacuum of space, and of course some physical damage protection as well.
It's like, the thing is that he debatably doesn't even need it. It's like, breathing, for some reason Isaac in, I want to say Dead Space 3, he like survived being in outer space without his helmet on for like 10 to 20 seconds. Like, this guy is just built different.
Isaac also has access to his kinesis module, which basically is exactly what it sounds like. It gives him a technological version of telekinesis, being able to grab things or move heavy.
Also, not gonna lie, I like how Isaac's armor looks. I like how skeletal it is. And I also like the fact that you can see, like, your health on his back. Like, you can't see because of my camera. Hang on, I'll just like hide myself. It's like his health bar is like, it goes up his spine. And like, you can see like how much you've got in stasis, like here. You can see like your ammo count like on the actual gun with like the hologram. It's really well done.
Far distances. Besides that, he also has his stasis module, which allows him to shoot a projectile that, upon impact, creates a small to medium-sized AoE, and within that AoE or anything that the projectile touches, it slows the time of for that object. Now, with Isaac having a whole trilogy of games to himself, that of course comes with a large arsenal of weapons, and while he has way too many weapons for me to go in detail about on every single one, otherwise we would be here forever, I do want to at least go into detail with a couple, because I know a lot of people might not be familiar with some of the weapons Isaac has, how they work, how powerful they are, whereas that's not really the case for like RE4 or just Resident Evil in general, since those games take place in pretty much modern day, whereas obviously Dead Space takes place in the future, so a lot of these weapons, aka tools, are very different and need some type of explanation if you're unfamiliar.
Well, it's like, to give a brief rundown, it's like a lot of Isaac's weapons are like plasma based. It's like, they're not even... Hey, CJ, thank you very much for becoming a member, dude. CJ Gronan, thank you very much for becoming a member. Allow yourself to be greeted by the one himself. It's good to have you here. But yeah, like, a lot of Isaac's weapons aren't even intended... they're not even, like, intentionally weapons. They're more like mining equipment. So, for example, like, the line... Oh, it's Chicken. Hello, Chicken. How you doing, my darling? It's good to have you here. It's like, take the weapon that he's got in his hand right now, the line cutter. That's not even, like, a weapon. It's basically, like, a mining tool. But it fires, like, a line of plasma, basically. So it's like, a lot of his weapons are plasma-related, but you also have, like, more conventional weapons. Like, you have, like, the plasma rifle, which is basically like an assault rifle. You have the rip saw, I think, which basically fires sword blades. You have the flamethrower. So he does have, like, conventional weaponry as well, but it's like, his weapons are, like, really, really good.
So just to name a few, we have the iconic plasma cutter,
It's like one of the most iconic guns. Cut off the limbs.
which in Dead Space 1, it is a mining laser. It's used for carving chunks of rock. And in Dead Space 2, it's referred to as a tissue laser, though both of these versions of the weapon work exactly the same way. And it doesn't seem like the second one is less powerful than the first. So I'm not sure what the difference is, or maybe just that the tool is used for the same thing. It also
Hey, Power Ghost. Who do you think would win between the Ghostbusters and the original 4 villains, like Chucky, Annabelle, Freddy, Jason, Michael, Pinhead, Sadako? I mean, the Ghostbusters are pretty peak, but like, you know, horror villains are pretty insane. Well, they can be anyways. So, I don't know, if I'm being honest. That's quite an interesting fight.
has the added
What do
effect
you
once
think?
it's fully upgraded to lighting whatever it hits on fire as well. Then we have the pulse rifle, which is basically just your standard assault rifle, but slightly futuristic. It fires ballistic rounds, so it's not really any different than a AR that we would have today, at least not from what I can see.
I mean, I think the notable thing about the plasma rifle is the fact that it fires incredibly fast, and it's like it doesn't have high recoil. It has like very limited recoil.
Then we have the line gun, which is just a bigger, stronger version of the plasma cutter. Then we have the contact beam, which is the strongest weapon in the entire trilogy, and this weapon basically fires a beam of concentrated energy, which
Contact beam is literally just a fucking Kamehameha. Like, may as well be.
can just completely decimate anything it touches within seconds. And its alternate fire is just a single shot charged blast, which is even more powerful and pretty much one-shots anything in the game. Obviously, if you've played Dead Space, there's a lot more weapons than this, but like I said, I don't want to go in depth on every single weapon because we'd be here all day. So with that, let's talk a little bit about Isaac's durability.
My man's a tank. Yeah, they're not doing shit to Pinhead, I will say. Jesus.
Now, the best way we can gauge Isaac's durability is by taking a look at the enemy that he's constantly fighting and taking hits from, that being the Necromorphs. Now, one thing to understand about the Necromorphs is that they are deconfigured and recombined human beings. So the marker will basically take dead humans and reorganize their flesh, their muscle, and their bones to make them stronger than what they were before. Another thing to note is that all Necromorphs are basically flooded with adrenaline. They're all essentially just peak human to slightly superhuman level threats. Even the weakest versions of Necromorphs, such as the Lurkers, can shoot projectiles that are capable of exploding people's heads upon impact. And of course, there's various types of Necromorphs, some being way larger and stronger than the others. The most basic variant of a Necromorph is the common slasher, and these guys can absolutely rip normal humans to shreds. They can pick people.
Also, how are you doing, chicken, anyways, if you're still here? Freddy is walking through the Ghostbusters. I mean, true. It's like, I don't think they're gonna do much to Jason. It's like, I don't know. Like, Jason's a beast. I don't see them beating Jason.
up and rip them in half. They can cut off their limbs with 1 or 2 swings of their bone claws. And Isaac, along with some protection from his suit, is able to take hits from these guys.
He's frozen in the
also
air.
shown
That's
to be able
amazing.
to tank explosions pretty much point blank range multiple times throughout the entire trilogy. One in Dead Space Remake where he gets blown out of the Kellyan. The most notable example that I can think of is in Dead Space 2 when Isaac is running away from the Tormentor and he grabs onto the side of the gunship, and as he's trying to escape the Tormentor, he gets grabbed and some cans of ammunition kind of spread out all over the place, and Isaac is able to shoot a ammunition canister from a gunship at point blank range. It explodes right in his face and seemingly takes out both the gunship and the Tormentor, but he takes 0 damage and just blows into the
Like,
spot.
my man's a freaking
and gets up pretty
legend.
much
Look
like
at this
nothing
shit.
happened. And in Dead Space 3, he survives a moon falling somehow. I don't think anybody with their right mind thinks that Isaac has moon level durability, so I'm just kind of going to chalk that up to luck. In
It's
Dead
the-
Space 3, he can also take shots from firearms from the necromorphs.
I mean, then again, he has fought, like, moons, canonically. Like, he's fought, like, Brethren moons. And technically, he has fought, like, planetary threats in basically all of his games. Like, in the first game, it was the Hive Mind. In the second game, it was the Markers. And in the third game, it was the Blood Moons, or the Brethren Moons.
Now, when it comes to speed, there's really not a
I'm Here versus Undefeatable. Which song is more iconic? Undefeatable, without a shadow of a doubt. Undefeatable is, like, to this day, one of the most viewed Sonic songs on YouTube. Which is insane, because it came out, like, 4 years ago. 5 years ago, almost. And yet, like, songs that have been on YouTube for, like, 15 years, like, Undefeatable has surpassed them in terms of views. Like, I'm gonna be completely honest. In 2026, if you asked someone to name a Sonic song, they would name Undefeatable. Maybe Live and Learn, but, like, my money would be on Undefeatable. They would name it Undefeatable, like, 100%.
whole lot to talk about. Isaac is pretty
I'm actually curious. I've actually, like, sparked my own curiosity. Hang on. Sonic. Hang on. So let me just look. Okay, so Live and Learn, right? I'm gonna look at Deoxys Prime because he is, like, where a lot of these songs come from. But anyways, Yesman, 8.3 million views. Live and Learn, 5.2 million views. Let's see if we can find one for Yesman. For some reason, it has no views. I call bullshit on that. Okay, so the Deoxys Prime one isn't very viewed. But then if we look at, like, the actual one, 47 million views. Like, Undefeatable by itself. And then 7.8 million, 7.9 million. Like, seriously, 40 million, nearly 50 million views on a single Sonic song is crazy.
much just a completely normal guy in this category, except for one. When it comes to speed, there's really not a whole lot to talk about. Isaac is pretty much just a completely normal guy in this category, except for one exception, and that's reaction time. In Dead Space 1, once you get onto the Kellyan, you find that there are necromorphs that have been affected by their stasis modules. Now, normally stasis modules will slow time for whatever it affects, but for some reason for these necromorphs in particular, it has the...
I gotta go. Yeah, no worries, dude. The MIB versus horror. I don't know. I feel like if you were to narrow it down and, like, give, like, other matchups, I think that could be interesting.
opposite effect, and it actually speeds them up greatly, basically giving them superhuman speed. And Isaac is able to react to these guys, kill them, and sometimes even fight multiple at the same time. So I do think there is some argument to be had here that you can make for Isaac having some slight superhuman reaction time.
Yeah,
Though
take
to
care,
what
Recieve.
extent you can't really say, because there's not really a great way to measure how fast these guys are moving. Moving on to Isaac's attack potency, one thing I do kind of need to make clear is that most of Isaac's weapons aren't necessarily weapons, except for some things like the pulse rifle or the seeker rifle, which are firearms designed to kill things. Pretty much everything else is a form of mining or heavy construction equipment. The flamethrower, the plasma cutter, the line gun, all of these things are used for carving chunks of rock or some kind of construction purpose, which is why they're all so powerful and why most make the pulse rifle, the one main gun that you get throughout all of the games, look kind of weak in comparison. The force gun, for example, is so strong that it shoots out a blast in front of
The fucking force gun is so fun to use. If you've ever played Dead Space, you know.
Isaac that pretty much covers the entirety of whatever's in front of him and is so powerful that it can blast skin and muscle completely off of necromorphs, basically turning them into skeletons in 1 or 2 blasts. It can also fire a small gravity well, which is basically like kind of a mini black hole, which uses gravity to pull everything in the immediate area into the center. And anything that's being pulled in just straight up can't go anywhere, they can't move, they can't really do anything. So they're basically sitting targets. Pretty much every weapon in the game is so strong that it can bisect these superhuman / peak human level necromorphs completely in half sometimes, blowing their limbs off, their heads off, just absolutely mutilating them. The kinesis module in particular is used specifically for moving heavy equipment and objects, and I'm talking about lifting or picking up equipment that's probably hundreds, thousands, maybe a couple of tons even. It's actually so strong that it can just straight up rip necromorph limbs right off their bodies while they're still alive, or even shoot objects so hard that not only does it pierce the necromorphs, but it sends their entire bodies flying feet.
This is irrelevant by Dead Space, as you can combine weapons and modify them to be stronger. I mean, even so, the remake is better than the original. Yeah, I'm gonna be completely honest, I prefer the Dead Space remake. I do. I think it had, like, less annoying moments, and it's pretty cool that you get a rematch against the Leviathan, I will say. I think that's pretty cool.
Across the room and nails them to the wall. Or hell, it can just straight up blow their limbs off completely. Interestingly enough, Isaac can also stomp and punch so hard that he just straight up removes limbs off of necromorphs sometimes. I've seen him literally punch a necromorph's head off. So he might actually be a lot stronger than people think. Yeah, when your entire arsenal is based around futuristic construction and mining equipment, they're bound to be kinda strong.
Basically, yeah. Oh, my man's like Iron Man.
Now for the...
Mate, Isaac is a legend, genuinely. And the funny thing is that... Like... The funny thing is that he didn't even go over, like, many of his best feats, because it's like, by the events of, like, Dead Space 3, he can fight, and... his weapons, like Kinesis, for example, it can injure, like, Brethren Moons. You also have, like, the All-Stars scaling, which is ridiculous. Where it's like, Isaac has, like, a rivalry with Zeus from God of War. So it's like, unironically, you could, like, you could make an argument that Isaac would give Kratos a run for his money. Like, God of War 1 and 2 era Kratos. Not peak Kratos by any means, but like, weaker versions of Kratos. Like, Isaac would unironically be able to fight.
Leon Kennedy portion of the video, one thing you'll probably notice is that this section is going to be a lot shorter than Isaac's, and the reason for that is not only does Leon just have less feats to go over than Isaac does, but a lot of his stuff just needs a lot less explaining. Most of his equipment and things that he uses are just modern day versions of guns or equipment that we have in the real world. So it just takes a lot less explaining.
I mean, that is true, but like, guns in Resident Evil are confirmed to be more powerful than regular guns. I mean, I know that this video is like a year old, But it's like, by the events of Resident Evil 9, you have, like, the Requiem pistol, which may as well be a fucking cannon. Like, the Requiem is insanely strong.
Or context given around a lot of this stuff.
To give
so
it...
really quick for...
But it's like, even so, like, I'm fairly certain, like, bullets are stronger, the guns are stronger. Like, it's just confirmed that the guns are more effective in this universe.
Leon's standard equipment, I'll kind of just bullet point them off. He has access to things...
Resident Evil guns have obliterated large boulders. Yeah, exactly. It's like, the guns in Resident Evil are, like, much stronger than anything that, real-world guns are capable of. I'm not entirely sure if they're, like, stronger than the Dead Space guns. I mean, I guess they would be. I don't think they're stronger than, like, the line cutter or the plasma cutter, because they're, like, futuristic, destructive tools. But I mean, Resident Evil guns are still pretty insane. Ghost edits. Who wins, Dr. Doom or Sonic? Both composite. I would go with Dr. Doom, because Sonic's cosmology is nowhere near as high as Marvel's. If we're doing composite. I also think that strength versus speed, if we're doing composite Hulk versus composite Sonic, I think Hulk would win that.
Like the bulletproof vest, combat knife, pistols, striker shotgun.
I mean, to put into context, hang on, like...
To things like the bulletproof vest,
I mean, like, to put into context, it's like, Leon's knife is, like, immune to chainsaws. Like, that is some strong-ass metal that his knife is made of.
combat knife, pistols.
It's made of Minecraft obsidian. That's what his knife is made of.
Striker shotgun, various grenades like normal, frag grenades, incendiary, flash, etc. The RPG, sniper rifles, SMGs and ARs, and the Magnum, and if you want to throw in the mine thrower, you can do that too. As for durability, he can tank hits from superhuman BOWs such as the Tyrant or Super Tyrants. And for speed, he actually outran a Tyrant, which apparently they can reach up to speeds up to 43 miles per hour, and he can react and dodge attacks from said Tyrants as well. So his reaction time would
In Resident Evil 9, Leon can deflect Tyrants. This video is a year old, so don't expect anything from Resident Evil 9.
be around the same level. For attack potency, he can actually strike so hard that he can just make people's heads explode. It's actually fucking crazy. Unlike Isaac, where a lot of his special abilities or durability or just pretty much anything comes from his suit, I'm just gonna be real, Leon is just straight up superhuman, undeniably.
Yeah, like most of the Resident Evil protagonists, if not all of them, are superhuman. I mean, Jill Valentine is basically superhuman, because, like, in Resident Evil 6, I'm fairly certain, or it's either 5 or 6, she's confirmed to be taking, like, the most potent, like, performance enhancers on the planet. I mean, you also have characters like Ethan Winters, where he is literally superhuman. Like Ethan is, like, I'm fairly certain that Ethan would be immortal if he didn't take, like, as much damage as he did in the games. Because it's like, he's made of mold. Like, he technically can't die. The only time he really did die was because Mother Miranda ripped his heart out. And even then, he survived for, like, a long-ass time afterwards. It's like, basically every Resident Evil protagonist is, like, superhuman in some regard.
And as for the attack potency of his weapons...
Don't even get me started on the fucking villains. Like, you have, like, the Tyrants, William Birkin, who can survive RPGs, Nemesis, who I think did the same, Wesker, Zeno, Gideon, who's insane. Like, Gideon might be... Like, chat, I'm playing more and more of RE9. Gideon might be one of my favorite Resident Evil villains. There's just something so fascinating about Gideon. I'm not gonna lie.
What really is there to say? I mean, like I said, he just uses weapons that we have in the real world pretty much. So if you've seen an RPG, you know what an RPG does. If you've seen people fire pistols or shotguns, you kind of have an idea of what they're doing too. Just not a whole lot to go over with Leon.
Save one person, 100 others die. I guess I changed too.
You, Leon S. Kennedy. You haven't changed. You just think you have.
And obviously Leon is
Different continuity. Yeah, I got you. It's because of how pathetic Gideon is. Gideon isn't pathetic. Like, what do you mean by pathetic? Do you mean in terms of power or in terms of like what do you mean? Because like Gideon is not pathetic. If anything, he's the exact opposite.
a master fighter, whether it's with any form of martial arts or knives, bladed weapons in general, firearms. He's pretty much just a master of every fighting form you could really think of. Whereas Isaac isn't a fighter at all, he's an engineer. And he likely doesn't have very much, if any, firearm training at all, though he does know how to use the pulse rifle, so maybe he's fired some rifles or some weapons throughout his life, but he doesn't have any military level training.
Yeah, like, I'm gonna be completely honest with you, chat. I have no idea what you mean when you say that Gideon is pathetic. Like, he is badass.
So when it comes to skill,
Him chasing a false hope and not getting close to his goal. I mean, don't spoil the story for me because I haven't, like, finished the game yet, but, like... I mean, Gideon is, like... Not only is he a nemesis, but he's, like, way more effective than the original nemesis. Like, not gonna lie, Nemesis was kind of an idiot when it came to, like, capturing Jill or killing Jill. But it's like... Gideon basically immediately caught, like, Grace. He immediately caught Leon.
Even human, he's frankly way too much of a Bodubbo compared to everyone else, even Jill and Piers.
Pimp Demon, thank you for the 50 knock, which I think is $5. You can't really call Ethan superhuman or even human. He's frankly way too much of a BOW. Well, I mean, it's pretty clear that he's superhuman. Like, he survives so much, like, intense shit. Like... I mean, even before, like, he became molded, like, he got his hand chainsawed off and he didn't, like, bleed out. Even at the start of the game when he was 100% human, like, my guy had, like, a crazy high pain tolerance.
in combat, Leon has Isaac beat in every single category. It's not even close. It's a complete mismatch in that sense.
Like, I'm gonna be completely real with you, like, humans in Resident Evil are crazy durable.
However, because of Isaac's tech, there's just not a whole lot that Leon can do. And I'm gonna be honest, this is a really bad mismatch. Even if you want to say that Leon is way faster than Isaac.
Does Gideon wear glasses? He has I don't even know what you describe it, like a visor, I guess? Which has which can like zoom in and stuff.
It's not such a big difference that he can speed blitz him like he's Goku before he could even react and roundhouse kick Isaac's head off. Isaac, once again, through the necromorphs that are sped up with stasis, has shown that he's able to react to superhuman levels of speed to some degree. And at the end of the day, all Isaac has to do is reach out with kinesis and rip Leon's arms or head off or whatever.
What, did he even survive whilst being human? I mean, he got his hand chainsawed off and he didn't bleed to death. Like... And he was also capable of fighting whilst, he was capable of fighting Mia, who was armed with a chainsaw. And he literally had, like, a gun with one hand. Like, literally, like, a fucking stump and a gun. And he still won against, like, Mia. Like even then, like, Ethan had like, some crazy superhuman shit. Like, he survived, like, I don't know. It's like, I kind of feel like, I know that a lot of you want me to do, what's his face? Leon Kennedy versus Kyle Crane from Dying Light. I feel like Kyle Crane versus Ethan Winters would make more sense. To be honest. I don't know.
That sounds like a stomp.
Oh, hello. I thought you were in, Ash Raven.
Yeah, I was, but I thought I may as well stop by here, kill some time, because I don't know how long it'll be until ASAP joins the server. So I thought I'd hang out on
Sounds
on
good.
the stream for a little bit.
Yeah, we're just chatting. We were just talking about Gideon and how he's like a pretty awesome villain. Or I think so, anyways.
Yeah, he is. I like Gideon. I think he's definitely in the upper echelons of Resident Evil villains.
Yeah, he's pretty awesome. Gideon wears a visor, therefore he's cool and beyond criticism. I mean, yeah, like Wesker had sunglasses, he has a visor.
And obviously Leon being a normal guy who lives in...
I mean, I think the biggest reason I think the biggest reason I dislike Evelyn in like Resident Evil 7 is not only because she's annoying as shit, but also because she seems like really incompetent with her powers. It's like, I don't really know. It's like you have like basically she's able to like almost simultaneously take control of the bakers and stuff. But it's like, she can't really do shit to Ethan. Like, it just comes across as being really silly. It's like, okay, within the context of Resident Evil 8, it's like, okay, he is molded. You should be able to control him. Why aren't you able to? And even before Resident Evil 8 came out, it's like, okay, he's a human being. You have controlled human beings before. Why aren't you doing your thing? It's like...
Doesn't it kind of come down to that Evelyn's kind of an arrogant child?
She's just an idiot. I don't know what to say. It's like...
Well, yeah. Well, no shit. She's like a fucking child who thinks she's invincible.
Who do you think would win between Kick-Ass and Ghostface? I really want Kick-Ass to win. Bro, Kick-Ass is fucking funny, man.
Yeah, but the issue is, were there like several people who were Ghostface?
I think so, yeah. It depends on which version you're using. I mean, Kick-Ass, isn't Kick-Ass, like, immune to pain? Or he's, like, very resistant to it, because, like, his nerves are screwed?
Probably, because, yeah, didn't they, like, rebuild his fucking body with all kinds of metal and shit?
I think that's RoboCop you're thinking of. Well, wait, hang on, no.
No, in Kick-Ass, he looks at his x-rays, he has all kinds of metal plates and stuff in him, and he makes the joke, like, holy shit, I'm like fucking Wolverine.
Oh, yeah, I remember now, yeah. I mean, he has, like, a crazy high pain tolerance. It's like, Kick-Ass got, like, tortured at the end of the film, and, like, he was able to fight, like, not so long afterwards. So it's like, even though he's, like, a kid way in over his head, he's actually, like, pretty durable. So it's like, realistically, he could probably, like, survive anything that Ghostface throws his way. Unless Ghostface, like, stabs him in the head, in which case he's fucked, but you know what I mean.
Pretty much modern day. He has no idea technology like that exists. He has no idea that...
What's the guy called that, bastard, what's he called? I forget what's the character that Jim Carrey plays? Like the General or something like that? What's he called?
I think he's called General.
He's either the Colonel or the General, or he's something completely different, now that I think about it. What's he called? It's like, I feel like he would beat Kick-Ass.
Yeah, I kind of ironic Jim Carrey was playing a character like that when he dislikes guns.
I mean, it is what to be fair, in the film, it's like the gun has no ammo in it, which is like a joke. Stars and Stripes. No, is he called Star? I refuse to believe he's called Stars and Stripes. Let me go.
Yeah, you know what? I'm looking this up right now.
Kick-Ass 2. Stars and Stripes. No way, that's his name. Colonel Stars and Stripes. Wow, that actually is.
Yep.
Yeah, I just knew him as the Colonel. Okay, fair enough. And then obviously you have Batman from Wish, aka Big Daddy.
Nicolas Cage.
I love the fact that that's actually his name. That's brilliant. Why? Right. Okay. Of all the things you could have named your YouTube account, why did you name it Stalin Foot Fetish? Like, are you okay? Like, why?
It's the internet, Rip.
I mean, really I'm doing okay, but the real question is, with a name like that, are you doing okay?
that Isaac has access to this
I'm sure he's
technology.
fine.
And even if you want to say that Leon is way faster than Isaac,
Hello,
which he
chicken.
definitely is, it doesn't really matter because Isaac has stasis. He could just hit Leon with stasis. Now, some people might argue, well, stasis is a projectile, Leon could just dodge it. Well, number one, we don't really know how fast stasis moves. And also, number two, it has an AoE. It explodes upon
I'm
impact.
gonna be completely honest with you, chat. Dead Space is a horror game right up until you get stasis. After you get stasis, the game becomes funny. Like, you stop them from moving, and then you shoot their limbs off, and their limbs just slowly fly away. And they're just hovering there, just trapped in a little time bubble. And it's very, very funny.
Basically, you turn into Space Mr. Freeze.
Also, I'm gonna be completely honest, Resident Evil Requiem stops being scary the second you switch to Leon, because oh my god, playing as him is hilarious.
Isn't that the point? Leon's basically your the power fantasy.
Yeah, he's awesome. And playing as Grace is quite fun as well. The only problem with Grace is me controlling her, because I've only died twice so far, and both of them were as Grace. The first time was when some wanking zombies got the better of me, which wasn't very nice of them. Very inconsiderate, if you ask me. I expected better. And then the second time was on that fecking conveyor belt when I had the smart idea of pushing zombies into a meat grinder, but I was a little too close to it, and I ended up getting grinded myself, which wasn't very fun. But I've not died to any of the bosses yet. Chunk is so funny. Is he the fat fuck that can't, like, fit through walls? Bro, he was hilarious.
The one you killed today, huh?
Yeah. Like, fat, screw you for being fat. That's what I thought when I was fighting him.
Even if Leon dodged the projectile, he would have to be out of range of the AoE as well. And once again, he doesn't even know what this technology does. He doesn't know that it explodes upon impact and has this area of effect. So he's not going to know to dodge really far away and get far away from the stasis blast. He's probably just going to do the bare minimum and dodge it and then get caught anyway, which in that case, it's just GG's. If Isaac hits Leon with any weapon in his arsenal, the force gun, the plasma cutter, anything, or uses kinesis on him, it's just an instant game over. Now with Leon...
I mean, pretty much. I mean, like... Isaac has, like, quite a few weapons at his disposal. It's like, he has, like, kinesis, he has stasis, he has the gravity well with, like, one of the weapons. It's like, he has quite a lot of stuff at his disposal.
Yeah, speaking of Isaac Clarke, I wanted to ask, really, fucking PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale is canon to God of War Ragnarok?
Yeah, they reference it. So it is canon.
I played that game so many times. How do I not remember it?
I think it's either in the DLC or it's like just a line of dialogue that's like very rare. But it is, they do reference it. Because they reference the fucker with the ice cream van. And they reference like other stuff.
Sweet Tooth, that's his name.
Yeah. Yeah, they reference that and they reference a few other things. But it's like, I just want to ask, who thought it was a good idea to put Zeus against Isaac Clarke? Like, it's such a random-ass matchup. Which game is canon to God of War? PlayStation All-Stars, which came out fucking ages ago now. That was like a PS3 game, wasn't it?
Yep.
Of course, having a ton of weapons of his own, things like pistols, shotguns.
I feel like putting Isaac Clarke in Dead by Daylight is like a missed opportunity. I'm surprised they haven't done that, to be honest. I'd like to see your take on who would win a battle royale between Shadow, Silver, Metal Sonic, Blaze, Knuckles, and Jet. I feel like the top three would be Shadow, Sonic, and Metal Sonic. I don't know which order, though. It's like Silver... Like, I don't know. I don't really rep Jet when it comes to a fight. And it's like Knuckles and Silver just don't really have the feats. So it's like I'd probably side with, like, I feel like a freeway fight between Metal Sonic, Shadow, and Sonic, I think that would be more interesting. To be honest.
You know, I
RPG,
think
etc. It's
Shadow and Sonic would clap freaking Metal Sonic.
Sonic wasn't even on the list. Oh, I think I just read Sonic twice then. My bad. Yeah, it's between Metal Sonic and Shadow then. I think those two would be like the finalists, if you like.
possible that he gets off some shots first before.
I don't really know. Like, I mean, I feel like if it's base Metal Sonic, then Shadow would win. But if you give him, like, any of his stronger forms, like Neo, Super Neo... Maybe not Super Neo, because that's, like, cheating. But, like, Neo Metal Sonic... I feel like he would beat Shadow eventually, if he, like, copies his, like, life force or whatever. That's what I think. I don't know.
And being...
It's a good thing that Riley isn't here, because I know he just hates Metal Sonic. But
more combat ready and just far more skilled than Isaac. However,
I mean, I don't hate Metal Sonic. I just think he's a bit
Leon's
overrated.
But it's quite fascinating, because it's like, I think Metal Sonic is underrated, but then the recent Death Battle came out, and now I kind of think he's overrated. It's kind of weird. I don't know, it's like... I just wish that Metal Sonic had a better design. Like, get rid of his normal look. Make Neo Metal Sonic his normal form. It looks so much freaking cooler. But anyway.
Weapons would probably be
they're going to
relatively
stick with his default
ineffective,
appearance,
at least when
like,
it comes to taking only
update
a
it
few
a little
hits.
bit. Like, get rid of
If
the
Leon
freaking
decided
chicken
to
leg.
use a pistol, or pretty much anything that isn't like a magnum or some high caliber weapon, I think most parts of Isaac's armor would just deflect and block the bullets, or just lower the impact enough to
God,
where
I hate those things.
I remember when Ian Flynn said Sonic was Mach 1. Oh, Jesus.
it doesn't damage
Yeah, I remember this weapon as well.
Isaac significantly. And if Leon decided to use something like the RPG, if you've ever seen an RPG in real life, you know that they fly really slow. They're not like a bullet. So that's just prime for Isaac just grabbing that with Kinesis and throwing it back at Leon. Now, if Leon is able to get...
I mean, yeah, I mean, like, fucking Isaac was able to, like, Kinesis Zeus's lightning out of the air. It's like, I feel like an RPG would be pretty light work. I will... Chat, do you want to see, like, that? I mean, I showed it in, like, my YouTube short, but, I mean, it is what it is.
Get close to Isaac and turn it into a hand-to-hand fight, then it's
But yeah, I am enjoying Resident Evil 9 quite a lot. The biggest issue that I have with those kind of games, though, is that I'm kind of shit when it comes to puzzles. So it's like... there are a few moments where... Like, hang on. Sorry, I was just getting a bit distracted. Yeah, there are a few moments where it's like, I get stuck and I'm like, the fuck do I need to do here? But for the most part, Resident Evil 9's puzzles aren't that complicated.
very likely that Leon wins. However, there's still a chance he could get grabbed by Kinesis, or he could get slowed down by Stasis if Isaac decided to just fire it off. But at that point, Isaac might get caught in Stasis as well, so I'm not exactly sure how that would work. But I would imagine he would still be able to grab Leon with Kinesis at pretty much any point. And at that point, it's just GG's right there. Kinesis can literally pick up whole bodies and throw them so hard with so much kinetic force that they're just like pinned to a wall if they're hit with like a projectile or something. So if Isaac even grabbed Leon with Kinesis and just threw him up against the wall, the kinetic force would probably just kill Leon right there. And if not, it would probably knock him out or damage him enough to where the fight would be pretty much unwinnable for Leon. Things like the combat knife also wouldn't do too much good because, once again...
Oh, can you, like, parry attacks in the Resident Evil 4 remake?
Yes, you can. That's where the parry stuff came from.
Oh, cool. Well, I'm looking forward to doing RE4 then, because, like, the parry mechanic is, like, so fun to do in RE9.
Yeah, and once you get the one, once you unlock that one axe that you saw before, can't remember what it was called.
Is it the one that Hunk uses?
Yes.
It's like the
It makes
mortal... It's like the Mortal something or
Mortal
other.
Edge.
Mortal Edge,
Mortal
yeah.
Edge.
Shadow
Yeah,
versus
gimmicks, yeah,
Leon. Shadow, no diffs. I know that you're probably saying that as a joke, but like, yeah, Shadow.
Here's a more interesting matchup here to think about.
Go on.
Krauser versus Wesker.
Krauser versus who?
Wesker.
Krauser versus Wesker. I feel like Wesker would take that.
I don't know. Wesker's been. I don't know. Krauser's been shown to be a fucking powerhouse in the remake.
I do think that
We don't know.
I do think that Wesker is like tremendously overrated. Like a lot of people really overhype Wesker in terms of power, but like I think he beats Krauser. Like I don't know. I like might be a hot take. I think Gideon would beat Wesker in a fight. I know that's probably a massive hot take, but I mean it is what it is. I think my favorite thing is when Wesker fanboys are like really furious that Zeno is in Resident Evil 9. They're like, oh, we could have had the actual Wesker. It's like like, as far as we're aware at least, he's like as strong as OG Wesker. But...
with that, he dodged bullets from Leon and freaking basically ragdolled him.
Yeah. Metal Sonic or Lex Luthor. I mean, if you're asking me who's a better character, I think, I mean, it depends on the version of Lex Luthor, because there are some that are really bad, but there's some that are pretty good.
Like, what about, Superman the Animated Series Luthor? He's fantastic.
I also think that, Superman and Lois, Lex Luthor, is also pretty cool. I mean, he's basically
I don't know how I feel about that.
He's basically, like, unrelenting. Like...
But he still gets his ass beat by a depowered freaking Clarke.
I mean, I don't really blame him. I mean, Superman is... I mean, you say depowered, but it's not like he was under kryptonite. It's like he was more so just human.
He was weak but he's also weak to red sunlight.
I mean, it's not so much that he's weak to it, it's more a case of it just drains him of his superpowers. So it's like he's basically like a normal human at that point. But it's like, I'd like to think that Clark Kent would be able to beat like a fat old man in a fight.
Yeah, isn't the Luthor on that show like military trained or something?
Possibly. It's probably why he gave Superman a good... But it's like, the thing as well is that, like, I think that was one of the few instances where Clark actually went all out. Because it's like, he could. It's like he had no superpowers, he could go all out. But
he would have to if he was fighting without his powers.
I mean, he was... Oh shit. Oh, hi guys. You guys are on screen. Woo. I mean, the context behind that fight was like, Luthor wouldn't stop like going after Clark's family, so... Darth Vader or Sinestro. Again, it depends on the versions. Sinestro would beat most versions of Darth Vader, but I mean, some versions of Darth Vader would beat Sinestro, so it depends.
And Isaac's wearing a suit of armor that has protection against physical damage and things like this. So him throwing a knife or trying to stab Isaac...
Also, Bankai, I managed to get a Roblox working on my PC. So the start of the stream, we were playing as Puffer, which was pretty awesome.
Cool. Oh, so you played in the Predator hunting ground.
Yeah, we were playing To Catch a Predator.
Any luck so far?
I don't know. Maybe I should invite Arnold to help me out. He be vibing. Look at him. I love the fact that like whenever I play as my pufferfish character in Roblox, he always looks down when he's running. So he looks like that, just like looking at the floor, just shuffling along. Oh boy. Anyway,
getting grabbed or stasised or shot or any number of these things, And it really just comes down to Isaac having a ton of win conditions, whereas Leon having almost none.
See, it's like, I'm gonna be completely honest with you, chat. I think that Resident Evil 9 is like one of the most beautiful games I've ever seen in my life. Like, just straight up. Like, I'm gonna say it. Like, it's gorgeous. But it's like, this game came out 3 years ago. I think it still looks fantastic. Like, the art style... Like, the art style, the character models are a bit outdated when compared to 9. But, like, everything else, like, the levels, the architecture, everything looks really good.
And the performance of the game is even better since they fucking removed De Novo a while ago.
Oh, sweet. Everyone in chat loves Puffer.
Yeah.
Really hard.
Yeah, having De Novo kind of sucks, but like...
Yeah, it's supposed to be an anti-pirate software, but it was soon discovered that it does fuck all to stop pirates.
Well, yeah, it doesn't
Yet
stop...
These companies still freaking use it.
Yeah, it doesn't stop piracy, and it makes the game performance worse. It's like...
Yeah, if anything, it's just punishing the consumer, not the pirates.
Rico Rodriguez or Leon S. Kennedy. Is Rico Rodriguez the GTA protagonist? Is he like from GTA 4? Or am I thinking of someone completely different? I'm thinking of Nico, I think. Right?
Yeah,
I don't know who Rico is. You're gonna have to help me out. Who's Rico again? Oh, Just Cause Free. Oh, I don't know. Just Cause Free. Sorry.
No, I don't know anything about it either.
See, I've actually got an amazing matchup. I need to think. So it's like, oh. See, I was thinking like Leon Kennedy versus like Jason Brody from like Far Cry 3. But I don't know. Because it's like, even though he's like a normal human, he's like very vicious and he has like guerrilla warfare tactics. I think it could be interesting.
I mean, so does Leon to an extent.
True. Rift, who's your favorite Resident Evil villain and hero? Okay, Bankai, you can join in as well and chat. Favorite hero, go.
Favorite hero, Chris Redfield.
Understandable. For me, it's Leon, my favorite hero.
As for villain, I'm gonna have to say Gideon, because I freaking love Gideon.
Yeah, I think for me, my favorite villain so far is Gideon. He's like actually like really fucking competent and frightening.
And weirdly flamboyant.
Yeah. It's really good. Based Bankai.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't hate Chris. I don't know, I just like Leon's, like, personality. Like, in Resident Evil 4, like, the original, where he's just, like, chatting shit with the villains. Like, I don't know, I just like that.
For me, it's Chris over Leon.
Yeah,
that's fair.
I think it's because for me, I used to be like a huge Leon fanboy for a while, but then as I got older and finally played Resident Evil 5 for the first time, Chris became one of my favorite characters.
But it's like, I really like, might be a hot take, I really like Chris in Resident Evil 7, like in the Not a Hero DLC. I really liked Chris there.
Even though they gave him a completely fucking different face.
I mean, true, but like you don't see his face when you're playing as him for much. Yeah. But it's like, I liked his character. It's like Chris in that game was built different. Leon also has better games. I mean, yeah, Leon does have better games than Chris, but then again, he has some shit games because they're both in 6. What games is Chris even in? He's in the first one. 5, obviously. 7 and 8.
6, 7 and 8. I think that's it.
Yeah.
Oh wait, he was also in Code Veronica.
Yeah, 1, Code Veronica, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I think that's it, isn't it? I mean, and then Leon was in 2, 4, 6... 9.
So wait, does that mean Chris was in more games than Leon?
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, because he was, like, the first protagonist. He was in Resident Evil 1, Code Veronica, Resident Evil Revelations, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, fair enough.
Oh, yeah.
To find a
Oh, yeah, I
situation
forgot about
where
Revelation.
Leon can do something, have Isaac sustain a critical amount of damage, or just outright kill him before.
What about Ethan? I don't really like Ethan. I don't know. Yeah, I don't really like Ethan
kinda-
that much.
I don't know. I like Ethan in 7. I did not like him in 8.
Well, it's like I feel like for me he's the complete opposite. It's like I liked him in 8, but I didn't like him in 7.
Yeah, kind of interesting how that turns out.
Because like the issue that I have with 7 is it feels as though he's like a blank slate character, but not entirely. So it's like he has moments where he reacts to shit, and then times where he doesn't, when you feel like he should. But it's like the thing with 8 is like at the very least he's like more his own character. Like he actually, you know, is a person. He has like anger at Chris. He has like, you know, he talks shit when he needs to. He obviously cares about Rose. And it's like I actually quite like the ending of 8 when he sacrifices himself. Again, I wouldn't call him a top tier protagonist by any means. I don't really like him in Village, but I prefer him.
I will say, as much as I love Chris, I was so annoyed with his writing. Like, yeah, there were times in that where I'm just like, Chris, just fucking tell him why you're doing this.
Wait, yeah, come in. I mean, yeah, like the start of 8, he literally just breaks into not Leon, he breaks into Ethan's home and just guns down his wife and just doesn't say anything. Like,
funny thing is,
like
I knew something was up when fucking Rose was riddled with bullets and she barely reacted.
I mean,
do you
mean
fucking,
Mia?
Mia. Sorry, yeah, Mia.
I mean,
I was like,
I mean, to be fair, you wouldn't react if you got riddled with bullets, because you'd be dead after the first 2.
Yep.
That's like...
I was just like, yeah, that's not Mia.
Which is ironic, because Ethan's game saved Resident Evil. I mean, that is true, but like, I think Resident Evil 7 worked despite Ethan. Like, I think it worked because of, like, the atmosphere, the tone, the fucking villains, like, the Baker family. Like, I don't know, like, I think it's one of those games where I think the villains, minus Evelyn, I think the villains were just better than the heroes. Usually, I think it's the other way around, but it's like Resident Evil 7, and even 8, I think the villains were better than the heroes. It's like, you had, like, Heisenberg, Lady Dimitrescu, Mother Miranda was not terrible. It's like the fucking vampires, the vampire sisters. Moreau was a bit pathetic, but I think that's kind of the point. And then you had like Donna. Fuck, what was she called? It's like Donna Bonner, something like that. Yeah, the horror person, the doll lady. Ooh, that is an interesting matchup. Smallville Clarke versus Lois and Clark, The New Adventures of Superman. Now, I have religiously watched that show. 90s Superman. But almost the entire series is on YouTube, like in clips form. That version of Superman is pretty cool. However, he's not that powerful. Like, Smallville Superman would probably one-shot him by the end of the series. Like, Lois and Clark Superman got knocked out from, like, a meteor, and he had, like, amnesia for, like, the rest of the episode. Smallville Superman was able to move a planet the size of, like, Apocalypse. Oh no, he did move Apocalypse. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, Smallville Superman easily.
He moved fucking Apocalypse?
Yeah, in Smallville Superman, I'm fairly certain he moved, like, Apocalypse was, like, invading Earth or something, and he just moved that shit across, like, the... What was it? He moved it across, like, the solar system or some shit. Something like that. He moved a planet, I know that much. So, like, Smallville Superman, definitely. Also, in terms of speed, Smallville Superman has, like, kept up with The Flash. It's like, Lois and Clark Superman doesn't really have... I mean, he can fly across the planet, like that. But, like, that's kind of... Like, most versions of Superman can do that. It's not, like, crazy impressive.
Yeah. I think getting back on the topic of Resident Evil, I want to ask a question for chat. What's your favorite handgun in the Resident Evil series?
Oh, favorite handgun. I know what mine is, but go on.
Mine has to be Remake Silver Ghost. Like, it was pretty standard in the classic Resident Evil 4, but in Resident Evil 4 Remake, it's a powerhouse.
Silver Ghost is pretty cool, I will say. I do like the Requiem. I know that calling that thing a handgun is pretty generous. Like it's...
Yeah, I think that's classed more as a Magnum than a...
It's a Magnum my ass. That thing is a cannon. Like, that thing is... Whoever made that weapon is just... They need a raise. Yeah, I'd probably say the Silver Ghost. Yeah, it's like... But I do really like the Requiem. Yeah, Ethan's games are amazing, but his character writing is like stale bread. Well, here's the thing. I think 7 is good. I don't really like 8. Like, 8 felt... 8 just felt a bit shallow. I don't know. Like, it felt like it was trying to be Resident Evil 4 Remake and Resident Evil 7, and it just kind of failed at both. I don't know. When did Resident Evil Village even come out? Was it 21 or 22?
I think it was 21, I think. Evil
8 release date. Fuck me, it was 2021. My god, I'm old. Like, I remember when the trailers for that game came out and like everyone was thirsting over Lady Dimitrescu. Like, my god. I remember watching those trailers.
I seriously could not tell if they were serious or were just...
Nah, they were definitely serious. You know what the internet's like.
You know the weird thing is, I don't see the appeal.
Well, here's the thing. It's like, Lady Dimitrescu is, like... Here's the perfect way I can describe it. It's like, people are thirsting over Grace, they're thirsting over Lady Dimitrescu. It's like, Dimitrescu is, like, hollow, where it's like, okay, big tits, big ass, whatever, 8 foot tall, however tall she is, like, vampire lady. It's like, okay, fine, based, I get it. But it's like, at the same time, it's like, I appreciate people simping for Grace more, because it's like, she's just the most adorable, out of place human. Like, she got dealt a pretty shit hand in RE9. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but like, the first hour of the game alone, Grace is like the most unlucky son of a bitch.
Yeah, for some reason, people are saying like, freaking, it feels so wrong to thirst after Grace. Like, why? She's
adorable, bless her. She's so innocent. Chat, okay. For those of you who have played 9, okay, don't spoil anything. I'm just gonna go get my drink and I'm gonna go for a piss. Who do you think had it worse, Ethan Winters or Grace Ashcroft? In terms of, like, look. Like, how unlucky they were. I'll be, like, right back. I'm just going for a piss.
Alright.
I have returned.
There you are.
Let's see, Grace, Lamau, Ethan, probably Ethan. Let's like, I feel like Ethan would have a worse time if he actually knew that he had died. But it's like, he didn't know that he had died until like, years later in RE8. So it's like, I don't know. I mean, I guess in terms of like, physical damage, Ethan was worse. Because like, my man got a hand chainsawed off like, half an hour into the game. But I mean,
Yeah.
huh? You what, sorry?
That fucking hand getting sawed off. That was fucking horrifying.
Yeah, your fucking hand just flopped to the ground. I haven't played RE9. Can you stream the game sometime? Yeah. Fuck it. What happened to my voice then? Jesus, fucking voice. Yeah, I don't mind streaming the game sometime. If people want to watch, I'm happy to play it. Like, I like the game. He got his heart ripped out. I mean, true. If you if you include both games, then yeah, Ethan 100% had it worse. But if you only look at 7, I mean, I guess he did have it worse, right? Maybe.
I mean, probably.
Because it's like, I think from a physical standpoint, Ethan had it worse. From like an emotional standpoint, I think Grace had it worse. Because it's like, at the very least, Ethan... Oh, fuck, I don't want to spoil it. It's like, at the very least, Ethan succeeded at saving a certain... Why am I not... Ethan saved his wife. I can spoil that game, because that game's like nearly a decade old at this point. Holy fuck, Resident Evil 7's nearly 10 years old.
Unless you chose to cure Zoe.
Resident Evil 7's as old as Sonic Forces. And like, both games are nearly 10 years old. Holy shit. Oh, I'm old. Anyway. Yeah, so it's like, at the very least, Ethan succeeds at curing his wife canonically and like saving her life. But it's like, let's just say Grace doesn't get that lucky. Like, I don't want to spoil anything. But it's like, yeah, Grace goes through a lot. And I'm like not even 6 hours into the game. This poor bitch has gone through so much.
Where Isaac is able to do literally anything to Leon. I mean, you really have to put into perspective if he gets grabbed by kinesis, shot with anything by kinesis, gets hit by any of Isaac's weapons, gets stasis, pretty much gets touched by Isaac in any number of...
Pause. What?
...of ways. It's an insta GG. Whereas
So, just out of context, you could have phrased that so better.
Isaac can probably take some hits from pistols.
I really like how the infantry looks in RE4 Remake. Although, why the fuck is there a fish there? Just, what is that?
Because it's a healing item.
Ah yes, fish. Not the healing sprays. No. Fish.
And some of these
I love it.
modern day weapons that Leon has, as well as his combat knife being pretty much ineffective, especially since he has to get close to Isaac to use it, and if he throws it, it can just be kinesis and thrown back even harder and faster than Leon could ever throw one. I'm trying really hard not to sound like a dick rider or biased or whatever.
I mean, honestly, dude, don't even apologize for it. Like, it is what it is. I mean, like, regardless, like, you can say that Isaac is basically a Jedi Master. You could say he's like a, fuck. I'm gonna get it the wrong way around. You could say he's like a, is it biotics in Mass Effect? Like the magic?
Yes.
Yeah, it's like you could say he's a biotic master from Mass Effect. You could say that he has like superpowers. Whatever phrasing you want, like, he just has like one too many abilities. I don't think Leon's countering them.
Love Leon. I love Leon. He's really cool. One of the best RE characters. But I think people underestimate the tech gap between Isaac and Leon and how powerful Isaac's tech really is in a situation like this, or just in general, really, you also have to realize Isaac is a genius, maybe not necessarily a combat genius in particular, but a genius all around. And you have to realize that by the time of Dead Space 2 and 3, Isaac is no longer this random guy with no combat experience at all, who doesn't know how to fight or handle a combat situation. He's already been through all of Dead Space 1, and he's basically a
just joined. Where does Isaac scale to? I mean, it depends on which version of Isaac you use. Like, based on the games, he's able to fight, like, planetary threats in, like, all 3 of his games. Like, in 1, he fights the Hive Mind, in 2, he fights the Markers, and in 3, it's the Brethren Moons. But if you want to look at, like, peak Isaac Clarke, he scales to Zeus from, the first God of War games, like the God of War trilogy. So, I mean, I think Isaac's pretty Leon's pretty fucked, to be honest. Leon is also a genius. That is true. Leon's stated to be a genius as well. Isaac would be the Sentinel class from Mass Effect. Maybe, yeah. I'm trying to think of the classes. He wouldn't be Soldier, I don't think. Adept? Maybe not, no. Engineer, possibly.
Well, he is an engineer.
I mean, he literally is a fucking engineer. Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Is he an engineer or sentinel?
What's the sniper called? Infiltrator. He's not an infiltrator. Although, by the events of 3, I suppose he could be. Who's the other one again? Oh, the, Vanguard.
Yeah, that's the one ASAP uses.
No, I don't think he'd be a Vanguard either. I feel like Vanguard's, like, too aggressive. Like, it doesn't really suit Isaac's playstyle. Yeah, I feel like he'd be either an engineer or a sentinel. Yeah, I think I can see that.
Personally, I think engineer, because he's a fucking engineer.
I was gonna say, he literally is a fucking engineer, yeah. Like, Sentinel combines tech and biotics, which make them durable in tanks. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Veteran at this point. I mean, he's got hundreds of bodies under his belt by this point, and a ton of combat experience. He's basically a one-man army, so you can't really say that Isaac is just this buffoon when it comes to combat, and he's going to make all of these mistakes that leave him wide open for Leon to get an easy
It's like
kill.
the best way I can describe, like, Dead Space 1 Leon. He's kind of Dead Space 1 Isaac. He's basically like Resident Evil 2 Leon, where it's like he's skilled at his respective field, but they have no preparation for, like, a zombie outbreak. So it's like, that's kind of... But then by the events of Dead Space 3, it's like he's way more skilled. Han Solo versus Captain Kirk. Don't know shit about Star Trek, so... I don't know.
Off of him. Maybe you can make some argument.
I thought you were a Star Trek fan.
Not really, I think that's A-safe. I've never watched Star Trek in my life. Han Solo... I mean, Han Solo, like, shot Darth Vader, like, one time, and it didn't go very well. Yeah, it didn't go very well. Resident Evil verse versus the Dispatch verse. Ooh. Interesting.
Take it.
I mean, I would like to say the Dispatch verse, because, like, superheroes, but I don't know. It's not exactly the most powerful of superhero verses.
Yeah, let's not forget, heroes can get overwhelmed no matter how strong they are. And
that is true.
Freaking Dawn Blazer herself admits a huge group of supervillains, while she can beat a majority of them, she could not beat everyone. Just saying, Blazer said it herself.
Could you imagine, like, Punch Up just, like, punching, like, Mr. X in the dick?
It's that if they start off really far away from each other,
he's only punching dicks.
And Leon has a sniper rifle, he would win. because obviously he's a far better shooter. Most of Isaac's weapons are better at close to medium range, except for the Seeker
Jesus
rifle.
Christ, those things
and
are
if it ever
fast.
came down to like a sniper battle, I guess, Leon is just winning that pretty much no matter what. Once again, Leon is a weapons expert with military training. There's just no way Isaac would win a situation.
Resident Evil wins, doesn't dispatch cap at town level, isn't the star feat not consistent? Well, it's like, if you give Phenomenon the star level feat, then yeah, he obviously bullies. But like, how
Every time I hear Phenomenon,
how consistent that is kind of like another story. I don't know.
I swear, when I think of Phenomena Man, I can't help but think of that fucking that Carbot short, that dispatch short from Carbot, where he's like, Phenomena Man is sad.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
But it's like, I think Mecha Man would be pretty cool to fight like a zombie apocalypse. I think he'd be like pretty sweet.
Like that. I mean, we could also do something like take away Isaac's armor, or take away both of their weapons and make it hand-to-hand, and in that situation...
But it's like, here's another thing, it's like, what Marvel heroes do you think would be really good for a Resident Evil verse?
I'm thinking probably Wolverine.
See, it's like, Wolverine is the one that makes sense, because it's like, okay, he probably would heal from, like, the various viruses, and, like, his claws are, like, insane. It's like, I'd probably say Wolverine, but it's like, Captain America, maybe? I mean, he'd basically just be a superhuman version of Chris. Like, with the shield and stuff.
Situation,
Well,
yes,
say,
Leon
cool
of course
Wolverine
wins
and
the
fucking
hand-to-hand
Wesker
battle,
through
and
hands.
without any armor...
Luke Cage? Luke Cage could be an interesting one. Daredevil.
Daredevil sounds interesting.
Iron Man. Okay, let's try and make it a little bit fair. Like... yeah, let's just fucking throw the Hulk in. Yeah, I know, right?
What about the Punisher?
Punisher... Yeah, Punisher could be interesting. Winter Soldier, that's another good one as well.
Or stasis, or, you know, kinesis or anything like that. Maybe you can make the argument that Leon would get a shot off first, and since he's not wearing any armor, the bullet would hit Isaac, and that would pretty much be the end of him. And in that situation, I can also see
Thanos
winning as well.
Ah yes, Thanos, the Marvel superhero. Ah yes.
But just standard, not nerfing anybody, not taking away anybody's abilities, just how they are with their standard equipment. I really don't...
Oh yeah, Bunkai, do you remember our favourite Marvel superhero called Thanos?
Oh yeah. Yeah, he purged the world of idiots.
Yeah, he was actually pretty base, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I wonder, imagine, chat, what would happen if, like, the Russos just came out and they were like, yeah, 100% of trans people were gone in the snap. Like, just, I feel like social media would hate that. Imagine if they ever did do that, though. Like, fucking, you know the internet would catch on fire if they did that shit.
Oh god, it would be a shitstorm.
I don't know why I said trans, like, you could fucking pick anyone. Like, any like, minority or what have you. Just like, you know what I mean? MCU Spider-Man is not surviving. Oh, that poor sticky bastard.
Still freaking. That's some of the best pieces of acting I think from Tom Holland. He was freaking fully on the Tony saying, I don't want to go. So,
What prompted that? Well, no, I was just wondering, because it's like, you know how, like, sometimes writers and what have you, like, come out and they say stuff, like, J.K. Rowling saying that Dumbledore was, like, always gay. It's like, imagine if they came out and said that shit.
See a way Leon can win reasonably at all, whereas Isaac just has a ton of win conditions, and that's just really...
Yeah, I'm kind of getting back into this mood of playing these games. Like Resident Evil, Dead Space. I know that
I doubt you'll feel that way once you get to you know what in Requiem.
True. I know, not trying to force religion, but I say I'm here to say Jesus loves you all. No, Jesus doesn't love me, and he doesn't love you either. Like, Sorry, fucking hell, that I didn't mean that sounded a bit harsh. But yeah, like that is forcing religion. Please, like, keep it to yourself. But yeah, what was I about to say then? Yeah, I know that this isn't like a I know that this is like nothing to do with it, but it's like maybe me playing like Resident Evil and Dead Space will finally persuade me to play Red Dead Redemption 2. I know it has nothing to do with those games whatsoever, but it's a third-person shooter that's like story-focused, so you never know.
What it comes down
I
to.
give it an hour.
I didn't even name all of what Isaac can do.
What, an hour and then I stopped playing?
Bring out in this
Yes.
fight. I
I mean,
there's
maybe.
everyone who's like,
I mean, I didn't really like GTA. I hope it's not like GTA.
detonator
It's
as
basically
well,
GTA
and just
without
other equipment
price.
that he could bring out that I did not name. Don't forget that at the end of Dead Space 1, Isaac killed the Hive Mind, which is not only bigger than pretty much any BOW in the Resident Evil verse, but it's also hyper intelligent as well, unlike a lot of the BOWs in Resident Evil. And on top of that, if you really wanted to get crazy, Isaac killed a moon-sized necromorph that once again was like hyper intelligent. Yes, that's right. He 1v1'd a moon and
Isaac fought the moon. We're on the moon. I don't know shit about Red Dead Redemption, so I can't help you there, I'm afraid.
If he did play it, he would be going in completely blind.
Yeah. If you asked me what my favourite character is, I still wouldn't know. But a lot of people do simp for Arthur Morgan, so hopefully he has like some really good character writing.
I mean, come on, he's a man's man.
He's a man's man, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Isaac is the end level because the end is a moon.
still won.
Bruh.
Isaac is a lot
I
more
know.
cracked than
Oh my
people give him
God.
credit for. But with
Yeah, Isaac solos Supersonic, yeah, confirmed.
all that being said, guys, I
Holy
hope you
shit.
enjoyed the video. Don't forget to leave a like.
I mean, the funny thing is that that's actually not that implausible, considering this guy, like, scales to Zeus from God of War. So it's like, unironically, some versions of Supersonic he would beat. Like, that's fucking wild to think about.
That means, does that mean he claps bass Sonic?
I feel like the thing holding him back from base Sonic is the speed. I feel like Sonic is like way too fast, but it's like if we're talking about like Isaac's weapons, I feel like they'd definitely be able to hurt Sonic.
If he's fast
It's like-
enough to catch Zeus's lightning bolt, I'm sure he can hit Sonic with stasis.
Because it's like, Isaac Clarke is basically just like street tier Doomslayer, like basically. He's like Doomslayer but watered down at this point. It's like, I used to think Isaac was like relatively fodder, but now I've like looked into his feats and stuff, I'm like, okay, this guy is like deceptively powerful.
the channel, do all that good algorithm stuff for me. It helps a lot, and I would really, really appreciate it. And if you guys think I was unfair to Leon,
Not gonna lie, I'm actually a massive fan of this guy. Like, this guy's actually like pretty based. I'm gonna subscribe. And you know what? I'll be a nice guy.
Ugh.
More than fair, if you ask me.
Huh?
More than fair, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Ace, you're a Star Trek fan, right?
Yes, I know a bit of it, yes.
Help us answer this question from before. Han Solo versus Kirk.
In a shootout, I would say Han. In a fistfight, Kirk.
Yeah, that makes the most sense there.
But yeah, it's like, unironically, this guy has some content that we would be interested in. Like, for like multiple streams. Like, could a Space Marine survive Dead Space? It's like, we'd love that shit.
Oh, does he have a video on that?
Yeah, I'm looking at his channel now. He doesn't have many videos. He doesn't upload that often, but it's like, whenever he does upload, we'd definitely be interested. Could Helldivers survive the Xenomorph infestation? Could Helldivers survive Dead Space? What if Leon Kennedy and Isaac Clarke swap places? It's like, unironically, this guy has some pretty decent videos that we would like. I just don't think he uploads anymore, which is a bit of a shame. It's like, his last video was from a year ago. Fucking annoying. I don't know. Maybe, just maybe, he'll start uploading again. Isaac could take on Master Chief and Doomslayer. Okay, hold your horses. He's not taking on Doomslayer. Like,
yeah, he's not taking on
Master
him. He's
Chief,
straight
okay,
up
Master Chief is a bit debatable. He is not beating fucking Doom.
yeah, he hasn't got a... I'm gonna be completely honest with you, Chief. He hasn't got a hope in hell against Doomslayer. Master Chief! Yeah. Like, I think he could take Master Chief. Like,
Yeah,
Doomslayer, definitely not. Like, not a chance.
To be fair, I think Chief is a more skilled fighter than Isaac.
I agree.
Well, it's
I
just
don't disagree.
scaling for Isaac maybe a bit higher because of his gear. I think you think the energy shields are strong. I think Chief can hang in there a little bit.
Holy fuck, what is this take? Eclipse, my man. We need to sit down and you need to listen. Isaac Clarke isn't fighting... Isaac Clarke isn't beating either of them, and Master Chief beats Doomslayer. Eclipse, we need to have a word, my friend. Like,
wait, what?
What is that?
You know,
did you quantum leap
wondering...
here from like 10 years ago when Death Battle released their video? Like, what has happened, my guy?
Like, Doomslayer's got so much scaling that puts him on the level of Kratos in his prime, if not stronger.
It's like, yeah, like, Doomslayer is like, I would argue he's like one of the most powerful video game characters. Like, I don't know, like, I think Doomslayer is like, yeah, he's up there.
Although now you brought it up, I think that sounds like a fucking awesome battle. Kratos versus Doomslayer.
Yeah, it's an awesome fight. Like, it's a very popular, it's a very popular battle. Like, a lot of people have done it. Yeah, like
I feel like that would be a class of Titans right there.
Especially like Dark Ages Doomslayer, where he has like the fucking fur around him and he has like the Morningstar mace and shit. So like that would be awesome. Master Chief scales to 7th dimensional, while Doomslayer caps at 5th dimensional. On what? Hang on. On what fucking planet is Master Chief multiversal? Like what? Like how? What? Like what?
But I just like, where's that?
Kratos no diffs Doomslayer. No. This is rage bait. Like I'm not even. Goodbye, sir. I will not even dignify that argument with a response. Oh, I think that's rage bait at this point.
To be fair, I think the fight is more even than we think.
I feel like
Megatron versus Shadow from the movies.
Smallville Superman versus DCEU Clarke. See, it's interesting. If you use like canon media, Smallville Superman bullies, but like if you use like the show versus the films, I feel like DCEU would win. Because it's like, Smallville Superman has like Crisis on Infinite Earth crossover scaling, like in the comics at least. And it's like, you can probably get him to like ridiculous levels based off that. I'm fairly certain, didn't Smallville Superman fight like the Anti-Monitor? Or he fought like the Monitor or something.
Yeah, I keep hearing that name so much. Who is the Anti-Monitor?
He's basically like
another DC villain.
He's a DC villain. Imagine...
He's someone that erases all like matter from the universe. It's basically his role. Like he just destroys things.
Let me put it to you. Let me put it to you this way. I know that this is like a shit comparison, but this is like the only one I've got on off the top of my head. You know who Galactus is, right? From Marvel.
Yeah, the World Eater.
Yeah, think Galactus, but like way more powerful. That's basically the Anti-Monitor. Like, it's a shit comparison, but that's like the best one I've got off the top of my head. Like, they are nothing alike, but just to give you some perspective.
Now I want to see a debate. Which does Marvel or DC have stronger villains?
I mean, it basically just comes down to which cosmology is higher, because it's like they both have really powerful villains. Keeping up with chat, who wins Shadow from Sonic 3 versus 2014 Godzilla? Oh Jesus, Godzilla's getting fucked. That specific version of that
a new Empire Godzilla.
That specific version of Godzilla, yes. Stronger versions of Stronger versions of Godzilla, you could argue, beat him, yes. You scale Master Chief to 16th dimensional. Well, that's funny, because 5 seconds ago you said he was 7th dimensional, so what the fuck is that all about? I'm sorry, I just do not... I think you're delusional, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I hate to be that guy, I've never seen Master Chief be, like... even planetary. I think that's a stretch for him.
Now, don't get me wrong, I like Master Chief. I think he's a cool character. I do, but at times, I don't think he's as powerful as people hype him up to be.
Who wins, base Sonic in the games or movie Optimus Prime? Probably base Sonic.
I guess he's always trying to punch Optimus, breaking his freaking hand. Ow!
He just fucking spin dashes him. Fucking gives himself a concussion. Optimus Prime or Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles? I mean, if we're talking about the films, then yeah, Optimus. Because, like, Optimus, you can argue he's, like, universal. But it's like, Sonic, he can't really do that unless he has the Master Emerald. And even then, that's kind of wank, so... What is this multiversal nonsense for Master Chief? Like, I genuinely have never heard this.
I don't know how this stream went from Isaac versus fucking Leon to freaking...
Well, yeah, we're just chilling now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just chilling.
In last week's video, I took two of horror gaming's most iconic protagonists, Isaac Clarke and Leon Kennedy, and put them head-to-head in a 1v1 to see who was most likely to come out on top. And since you guys seem to really like that video...
Well, it's like, I feel like Leon would be shit in Dead Space because he can't, like, quip with his enemies. He can't exactly quip with the necromorphs. Then again, I suppose it wouldn't really matter.
I guess the question is, freaking, would Leon have access to, like, the weaponry of Dead Space?
I guess. Potentially. I don't know. Just depends. I love how, like, my search history is, like entirely superhero related. Like, I had a YouTube short from Superman and Lois, Supergirl, Spider-Man PS5 modded, and then, like, I don't know what the other one was. Like, there's something of a pattern emerging here. We're chilling. Who wins in a... Oh, we've got some Elden Ring fighting. Who wins in a fight, Dragon Lord Placidusax or King Ghidorah? Easiest win of Placidusax's life. That is insane. You've got a clean search history, I guess.
I don't know shit about Elden Ring, so...
Yeah, Placidusax bullies, yeah. It's pretty insane.
The fuck is Placidusax?
He's the, I'll show you.
Yeah, just show.
He's like he's my favorite boss from, like, the base game. I'll show you. He's one of the, OG Elden Lords. Right, are you watching, Bunko?
Yeah, I'm watching. I'm still watching.
You can see it, right?
Yeah, I can see it.
Alright.
Also, is that guy wearing fucking...
Melania's armor, yeah, looks like it. He is aura farming in the sky. What do you think about Crysis's Resident Evil videos? A lot more effort than Goji Chronic's ones, I can tell you that much.
He's just standing there, menacingly. Okay, now he's aura farming. Also, seriously, what's the distract? What comes up with these names?
Dragon Lord Placidusax. Yeah, this guy. This is like my favorite boss from like the base game, at least. I want to skip ahead in the fight and see if it does its signature attack, because it has like a really badass move, but he doesn't use it all the time.
Yeah, I'm not really seeing how fucking Placidusax can beat Dora.
It's more so like the lore of Elden Ring. In terms of lore, he's one of like the hang on. He's one of the Elden Lords, and he also exists like outside of time and space. So it's like you basically have to reverse time just to even fight the guy. Hang on, I'll try to find you his signature ability. Oh, here it is, here it is. Are you watching?
Yeah, I'm watching.
My man is so powerful, he stops the music. I like him. It's cool seeing a two-headed dragon as well, because his third head got cut off. What was I saying then? Who would win in a fight, Sonic and Shadow or Optimus and Megatron? If we're talking about the film versions, then probably the Transformers. I don't know. Is that a two-headed dragon? Certainly is. It's Placidusax. Goku and Vegeta versus Sonic and Shadow. I feel like, yeah,
Goku
I'm leaning
and Vegeta,
towards Sonic and Shadow.
contest. No, it's Goku and Vegeta.
Oh yeah, the fucking dragon also has like massive lasers. Hang on, I'll try to find the bit where he uses the lasers. On fire it. Yeah, it's right here. Hang on.
I'm wondering which freaking like Souls protagonist is the most powerful.
He has fire and now laser. I will fire in my laser. Rawr.
I'm a fire in my breath.
My man's a fucking god. Look at him.
A guy who apparently can't hit his fucking target.
Yeah, well, you know, the dodge roll technique never fails. Strongest Souls protagonist, that's interesting.
So yeah, we have the Chosen Undead, the Ashen One, the Hunter, the what was the one from 2 called?
Huh? I think that was the Chosen Undead as well.
Oh no, that was the Ashen One.
Ashen One was free.
Oh.
Yeah, I think it's the Chosen Undead in both games. Then the Tarnished is Elden Ring.
The Tarnished.
I mean, I think it just comes down to the lore of, like... I definitely don't think it's the Chosen Undead. He's possibly the weakest? Maybe? I don't know.
Which is crazy because the lore of fucking the Dark Souls enemies are freaking insane.
Yeah. I feel like the Dark Souls 3 lore is just more impressive. But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. It's like, I feel like the Soul of Cinder is more powerful than Gwyn. Because he has, like, the combined abilities of, like, all of, you know, the people who linked the first flame. But I could be wrong.
The protagonist in 2 is called the Bearer of the Curse.
That's right. Yeah, the Bearer of the Curse, yeah. Got it.
Yep.
Racist Sonic or Ultra Instinct Shaggy. Fucking hell, that's a meme I haven't heard in a while.
Christ. Ultra Instinct Shaggy stomping Sonic.
But racist Sonic, though. You never know.
Oh god, racist Sonic? God, that's a lot tougher.
Here's that black frog again.
God damn. Oh, and apparently the Demon Souls protagonist is called the Slayer of Demons.
How original. It's like...
Hey, it's a lot better than fucking just the Hunter for fucking Bloodborne.
Nah, he doesn't need a cool title. He is cool.
Okay, yeah, here are some statistics I found for freaking the characters. First, we got the Chosen Undead. The good. Sounds cool. The story context makes it better, relatively unique. The negative, barely said in the game. 8 out of 10.
Holy shit!
Asmongold one-shot by Placidusec.
What the fuck is this?
This is clickbait, he did not get one shot.
Double fucking Meteor beams? Is this a joke?
Oh, clickbait. No. Clickbait.
Yeah,
oh my god!
Unless he actually does get one shot, and I'm just
what?
being a...
It's going over here. Oh my god, what the fuck?
Okay, fair enough, he did get one shot. Okay, fair enough. Jesus Christ, he had a massive health pool as well. That's insane.
It always pissed me off about Dark Souls games. You can have a massive health pool and still get fucking one shot.
To be fair, I think that was only really an issue in Elden Ring, because it's like, from my experience, it's like in Dark Souls 1, 2, and maybe 3, you didn't need that much health. Same thing with Bloodborne. It's like, you don't really have that much health in Bloodborne. Oh, hey, A-Safe. Is A-Safe still here? Oh, whoops. Hey guys, do you know our favorite... Fucking voice is breaking. Hey guys, do you want to know our favorite thing in the world? AI. The internet roasts Digital Foundry for shilling for DLSS 5. Oh, Jesus. Fuck it, it's only 10 minutes long, let's watch it. It's only 10 minutes long, let's watch it.
Today? I'm doing great because I finally platinumed Resident Evil Requiem, thank God.
Oh.
Look, I love this game, but man, some of those Mr. Raccoons were a little
Gutsy
annoying.
King.
You know what else is annoying, though? Yeah. NVIDIA. That was a great transition. Let's talk about DLSS 5 again.
I love... Hey, chat, can you take a guess what show I like watching? What do all of these shorts have in common? Oh, Jesus.
And specifically how Digital Foundry has basically destroyed their reputation with it. Because for those of you who somehow don't know, NVIDIA...
Fucking hell, how much stuff can you carry?
Just announced DLSS 5, and basically the 5-second...
My man's pockets are bigger on the inside.
Synopsis is it puts an AI Snapchat filter over your games that makes them all look like AI generated videos. And Digital Foundry, I'm sure most of you know who they are by now, they're one of the biggest tech channels out there, at least when it specifically comes to video game hardware. And I actually enjoy some of their content. I don't like religiously follow them, but anytime they drop a video on like the internal pixel counting and frame rates of the console ports of games or whatever, then, you know, I'll check it out. But every once in a while, you know, like every YouTube channel and person out there, they have their fumbles. Nobody's perfect. However, this was one of the biggest fumbles I have seen in recent YouTube history. Because just after DLSS...
I wonder what my biggest fumble was. I wonder. In terms of, like, content. You know what, chat? Hit me. What was my biggest fuck-up when it came to YouTube content? Let's have a moment to brainstorm the biggest fuck ups of me. What were you saying, Banco?
I put the rankings for the ratings for all the Souls protagonists in the Inner Circle chat.
I'll have a cheeky little look.
and see your thoughts on these rankings.
Slayer of Demons sounds badass, fits the character's goals, too cliche. Yeah. Chosen Undead, yeah, accurate. The Tarnished, 10 out of 10. Oh. The Hunter. One-Armed Wolf. Didn't even know that was his name, to be honest. Fair enough.
PS5 was announced, Digital Foundry released their video where they got an in-depth look at it. They got to actually sit down and play with DLSS 5 for a little bit, and they were pretty much showering the tech with praise. I think this clip best summarizes their thoughts on it.
I mean, you know, when you flick between the two, which one would you rather play? It's a bit of a no-brainer, isn't it?
That's right, they called it a no-brainer to play with an AI filter on your games, and naturally this video got obliterated. I mean, just look at that dislike rate.
Wait, what is the like to dislike ratio? Oh my good god. That is insane. Look at that shit.
It's a bloodbath.
It is a bloodbath, yeah. That is insane. The DLSS 5 filter makes everyone look like those ads you see on the... Fuck's sakes.
Ratio, because this is kind of out of character for Digital Foundry unless they were being sponsored. Like, the last time I can remember they had a controversy this...
Well, the funny thing is that they're completely right. It's like, turn on DLSS 5 and it's a night and day difference. Which one would you rather play? I know what I'd rather play. The game without DLSS 5. It's like they're completely right, just not in the way that you think.
This big was when they got sponsored by, I think it was Nintendo, and everybody flamed them for...
See, here's the thing, it's like, I don't even know why DLSS 5 even needed to come out, because it's like, I think that Resident Evil 9 is like, just gorgeous, like, in terms of graphics. Like, you really do have to play it to believe it.
Because these dumbass companies keep trying to force fucking AI down our throats.
Especially on PC, if you've got a decent PC. Like, the graphics are just insane.
For it, but people are speculating that this time they were probably sponsored by Nvidia, but I don't think that's the case because you legally have to disclose if you're sponsored or not. So who knows, maybe Nvidia just sent them a Hatsune Miku themed PC build with a 5090 just as a little bit of encouragement. I really don't know. Now, they were very quick to follow up with this controversy, and they released this video talking about why they should have waited with their coverage, and to some extent this video is fine because they do admit their faults in it, which is good. But at the same time, there's one part right near the beginning of the video that really probably should have been left out, because in my opinion, this makes them look even worse. Here, take a look at the clip.
And I think
You're great at power scaling to Walrus out of 10. The fuck is this Walrus come from? It's like, Chad, I can tell you right now that gamers don't give a flying fuck about AI or realism. It's like, take a look at games like Fortnite or Minecraft. Like, those are the only two that come to mind. Fall Guys, that's another one. I know that Fall Guys is probably dead by now, but like... It's like gamers don't care about graphics being like this real. Like, I'm gonna be completely honest. There are two types of gamers that probably care about this. PlayStation fanboys and the AI bros. That's it. I feel like everyone else is like, we do not want this.
Been left out, because in my opinion this makes them look even worse. Here, take a look at the clip.
And I think it would have been prudent to wait to see the reaction from the audience and the developers to the keynote. And
to me, that sounds like they're saying, oh, we should have waited to see what the popular opinion was, and then we should have gone with that, because as long as we stick with the popular opinion, we can't ruin our reputation. Like, that's what that sounds like to me, and to a lot of other people. Guys, just admit that maybe you weren't the most informed, admit that maybe your take wasn't very good, own it and move on. Don't try to play it safe and have the popular opinion. If you have the unpopular opinion, just own it, because otherwise you're basically exactly what the AI bros on Twitter are referring to when they say, oh, well, if you hate this, you're just hive-minding. So yeah, not a great situation for Digital Foundry, and we'll see if they can recover from this. It's like the old saying, it takes years to build.
Hey Riff, what PC specs would you recommend? I mean, it entirely depends on what games you're gonna play. Like, are you going to play more modern games? You'll probably need a stronger PC. If you're going to play, like, older games and tap into emulation, it's like you can probably get away with an older PC. It entirely depends on the games.
build your reputation and a single mistake to destroy it. Now, obviously, this is quite a grim situation for Digital Foundry, but I kind of wanted to make light of it and just have a good laugh. So, we're going to take a look at a bunch of comments on both of their videos, probably mostly on the original video, but on both of their videos that are just calling them out and roasting them because I think it's pretty funny. And honestly, I've just been having a great time doing this format. And for the most part, the videos perform very well, surprisingly. So, I mean, clearly you guys like them as well. Thank you all so much, by the way. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into some funny comments on the
chat. Should I go back to making these kinds of videos? Like, I like power scaling, but it's like at the same time, I kind of like content where I get to talk about news and stuff. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I go back to making content like this? Where it's like debunks or like the news kind of thing?
I say yeah.
I mean, taking a look at this, it's like Darkside Phil's shitty-ass Resident Evil gameplay. I mean, it's kind of old news at this point, but I mean, maybe. I don't know.
Digital Foundry videos. First off,
it's always fun to laugh at Darkside.
You guys forgot to add the "this is an ad"
tag
to the video. That would actually be very bad if they did forget to do that, because legally,
I'm fairly certain Harmon Smith claimed that Resident Evil 9 was like a failure, because of fucking course he did.
Have to disclose.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the same guy who said that Resident Evil 4 remake would have been better if it was a Nintendo Switch exclusive. I mean, fucking what else is new?
If you're sponsored. But it is a funny joke nonetheless, and this is the common sentiment that I think most people feel. Like, obviously they weren't sponsored, but with how hard they were going to bat for the technology, you would think that they were. Especially when it was just so blatant how weird and off DLSS 5 looks. I don't know, something about this just feels so weird. Maybe they were just having an off day, like we all do. I know I've had mine. But I actually think this situation was the worst possible time to have an off day. Like, if you were gonna make a big mistake and fumble something, this was the last situation you would want to do that with. Alright, next up. I thought this video was an April Fool's joke, but it's still March. See, now that's the trick. It is an April Fool's joke, but the joke is that they're not releasing it on April 1st. It's a super elaborate prank. You have to be very high IQ to understand it. But honestly, yeah, with the way they were...
I love it. Hey, Miriam, how you doing, buddy?
Talking in the video, it does feel like an April Fool's joke. The video honestly felt like Digital Foundry had stunt doubles brought in to actually film the video while they were off just doing whatever, probably playing Starfield with DLSS 5. Alright, next, this guy says, waiting for the damage control video to drop. Well, you didn't have to wait very long. It's here, and they basically said that they should have waited for the popular opinion so they could go with that. Here's the thing, when I'm making a video on like a big controversy or something, I'll look into what other people are saying about it. I want to like gauge what people are generally saying. And sometimes, like with DLSS 5 or with Crimson Desert or something like that, I'll run a poll just to get the general thoughts of people. Like, oh, how excited are you for this or whatever. I just think it's interesting to see how people generally feel as a whole, but I don't let that influence me. There's nothing wrong with wanting to see the general public reaction to something before you talk about it, but still stick by your own views, form your own opinions. That's not to say you should be arrogant and just like not let anybody influence you whatsoever, but just come to your own conclusion. And
Goji Chronic.
Definitely don't backtrack if you have the unpopular opinion and say, oh, well, if I knew everybody else felt this way, I would have felt that way as well. All right, next up. Digital Foundry, blink twice if Jensen is holding your family hostage. You know, that would kind of make sense if you think about it.
That's amazing.
They obviously weren't...
Can you ban me from your Discord? I don't know. You do keep getting hacked. I feel like you should sort that shit out before you join back. Not gonna lie.
Sponsor, they would have had to legally disclose that. And
just for your safety as well as me and everyone else.
Saying all this ridiculous stuff that just didn't really make sense to anybody else who was actually looking at the footage that they were showing. So you know what? That's the next logical step. Obviously, their families are being held hostage. All right, next up, this guy says, weird that they kept the comments open. Okay, so if there's one thing I can usually give credit to people for, even if they have like a terrible take or something, I will always give credit where it's due if they keep the comments open and don't like delete comments or anything like that. And they didn't turn off likes and dislikes. So for all their faults, I can give them that small little bit of credit. This is one of my favorite comments I found. It's radically transformed. Yeah, and my house was radically transformed after it was hit by a tornado. Dude, that is such...
Yeah, pretty much.
A great way to describe what DLSS is. It's like, yeah, It is remarkable. It does radically transform the game. Not in a good way, though. It looks like everybody got slapped with the jerkmate filter. It's radically transformed. Yeah, and guess what? The car of some random strangers was also radically transformed when I accidentally T-boned them. Doesn't mean it was transformed in a good way. All right, this guy says, I can't believe the words I'm hearing over the footage I'm seeing. That's what I'm saying, dude. That's one of the weirdest things. It's like, I've made this mistake before where sometimes I'll put, like, the wrong segment of commentary over the wrong clip, or like the wrong comment. Like, I'll read one thing, but what I'm showing isn't the thing because of an editing mistake. That's what the whole video felt like from Digital Foundry. All right, next, this guy timestamps 8:32 and says, a little bit uncanny. A little? Let's go ahead and see what he's talking about. And
oh Jesus.
Yep.
Oh. Look at him. What the fuck is that?
What the fuck did I just come... Rip, what the fuck did I just come back to? What is this?
What is his eyes?
Oh, God.
What the fuck happened to him? Oh, God, no. What the fuck is that?
God.
That is beautiful, but not in the not in the right way.
Ugh.
Bruh, that is a work of art right there.
Yeah, that would be it. This infamous image that spawned where the Oblivion character is, like, blinking inside out because the AI filter
He's
doesn't
blinking to the side. Like, he's blinking, like, his eyelids are, like, going left to right instead of up and down.
know how to handle a character blinking, and it turns into this demented mess of a human being. Look, we can make our Oblivion characters extremely ugly already. You don't have to put an AI filter over it and upcharge cards to do that. Next up, how are those new leather jackets fitting, lads? See, this is how I kind of feel about it, where it's like, oh, well, we weren't sponsored, so we don't have to say that, but Nvidia did fly us out. You know, they paid for everything, they showed us a very nice time, they gave us a nice steak dinner. Not sponsored, though. You guys remember the old EA quote, it's not loot boxes, it's surprise mechanics? How about this? It's not a sponsorship, it's surprise incentivizing. Next up, this video feels like Jensen is off-screen holding them at gunpoint. I can just imagine, like, a Saw movie where Digital
It's like a fucking jigsaw trap. Yeah, exactly. It's like you have to praise the AI slop or you just like you get executed.
Ugh.
That's insane. It's so bad. Like, I hate it.
Foundry is trapped in the Nvidia headquarters, but instead of mutilating their bodies or whatever to get out, they have to mutilate their reputation. Hello, Richard.
I forgot how fun it was to just laugh at people. Like, I don't want to sound like an asshole. I mean, I don't really give a shit, but like, some people, you kind of do it to yourselves. Like, I'm just gonna say that much.
In front of you is a PC with two 5090s.
Oh,
One is for
boy.
running Oblivion. The other is for putting an AI filter over it. In order to earn your freedom, you must
Like,
make
I'm not against free speech. Like, at the end of the day, it's like, if you have a different opinion, it's like, okay, but where do we draw the line? Like, oh boy.
video shilling for this new technology. That was probably the worst Jigsaw impression ever, and I'm so sorry. But honestly, I could see Jensen being the next main villain of the Saw series, especially since Tobin Bell is
But it's like we can do a fucking reimagining of it. Banco, you here, right?
Yep, I'm here.
It's like hang on. We'll see how good I can do it. Hold on.
Hello, bad guy. I want to play a game.
No.
No, go along with it. It's funny. The joke I'm gonna do, it's funny. You go along with it. Like, act terrified.
What the fuck is this?
For far too long, you have been a hater of Sonic 06. I want to rectify that. Strapped to your chair is a 6-hour countdown. When it hits 0,
What the fuck is this?
your head will be like a watermelon. You have 6 hours to beat Sonic 06. Live or die,
Oh.
Bankai. Make your choice.
No.
Like, that would be like...
No, just kill me now.
I
wanna die.
So it's like 6 hours. That would be like easily enough time to beat Sonic's campaign. So it's like, I'd actually probably do that. Like, yeah, like 6 hours to beat Team Sonic's campaign. It's like, fucking, let's lock in, lads. Oh boy.
Probably not.
I
long
would
for this
literally
world,
rather
unfortunately.
die.
R.I.P.
Nah, 6 hours, that's plenty of time for a Sonic story. If it was 6 hours for the whole game, I'm fucked. Like, I would not be able to do that, but like...
You would be fucked if you got to Silver's campaign.
I don't think I'd even be able to beat Shadow's campaign in 6 hours. Like, Sonic and Shadows, that would take me a while. But yeah, like, 6 hours just for Sonic's campaign, like, mate, bring on the Jigsaw Trap.
Chuck Norris, by the way. Next up, Digital Foundry is now fully independent. Doesn't seem to me after seeing this video. Well, I think people need to realize something. Going independent is obviously very good because you don't have like corporate overlords forcing you to do bad things or whatever. However, that does not make you immune to making bad decisions on your own. Yes, they are independent, which means now they are free to make their own bad decisions instead of having a corporation make those bad decisions for them. Okay, so this next one is clearly some kind of slang I've never heard before. This guy says, genuinely, are you guys effing cracked? I'm assuming that means, like, are they on drugs or something? Which, honestly, they could be. Hear me out on this one. NVIDIA invites them out. They get trapped in a room with a PC that has two 5090s in it. The two 5090s emit just enough carbon monoxide to make them think something that they normally wouldn't. And conveniently, there is no carbon monoxide detector. They go in, get loopy from that, make the video, and
they get loopy.
Her face is different. Her lips are different. Her eyes are different. Her hair is different. Even stuff like the little buckle on her backpack right there had a color change when the AI filter got put on. And there's so much more I could talk about, but people who are a lot more knowledgeable on this topic than I am have already done deep dives into this. I strongly suggest you go watch those videos if you want to get perspectives from actual game devs on this whole situation. Next, this guy says, it was running well. Of course, it's using a 1200 watt with two 5090s. Yeah, if you have two 5090s in your computer.
Yeah, the game's running well. Meanwhile, you use, like, the most powerful PC, like, on the market. It's like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
Every game better be running flawlessly.
Interestingly enough, apparently Resident Evil Requiem runs pretty well on the Steam Deck. Not perfect, but runs alright.
There's just so many head-scratching moments like that in the video where it's just like, what were they thinking with this? Yeah, thanks for pointing out that the computer with two 5090s is running well. They quite literally were using the meme computer.
I don't like Leon's RPD uniform.
You don't like his what?
His RPD uniform, what he's wearing right now.
I mean, I don't think it looks bad, but I prefer his casual look.
Where people are like, oh, well, PC gaming will cost you like $5,000+ for a decent computer just to get what the consoles can get. They had to run DLSS 5 off of that meme computer. How exactly do they plan to get that technology working on all the 50 series cards and only a single one, mind you, not a dual card setup, by the end of this year? First, we had games being shown off and released without being properly optimized and finished. We're about to start getting unfinished DLSS. I don't need my GPU features to be a live service. And I figured we'd end off with this one. Which one would you rather play with? It's a no-brainer, isn't it? Yes, Richard, it is a no-brainer. I'll take my games DLSS free, thank you very much. Anyway, guys, with all that being said, those are all the comments I wanted to go over today. Ultimately, I'm just interested to see how this whole situation develops. I know Jensen keeps running his mouth, but honestly, I want action. I don't...
It do be like that. But anyways, though, guys, we pretty much strayed away from the topic of the video of the stream, like, ages ago. This is where we're going to be calling it a day, unfortunately. I will see you guys Wednesday. Not too sure what we'll be doing. We might be streaming. We might be making a video. Time will tell, really. But yeah, with that being said, I want to thank you guys for being here as always. And goodbye. Take care.